What's good, y'all? It's your boy Diego Castell, and this is Castell Collects.
Yeah, Castell collects, Castell collects. Yeah, he do unboxings and giveaways. Yeah, let's get to watching what he gets today. Yeah, Castell collects.
All right, so I told you once, I told you twice, I told you 1,000 times. I do not like Hot Toys. I don't like them. There's nothing about them that I like. I just don't like them. Yes, I have about 8 or 9 of them, but the point is, at the end of the day, I do not spend the money on them because it is a doll. It is not a toy. I'm kidding. No offense. I'm just breaking your chops. I do think they're really cool. I just personally don't collect them. I'm a statue guy. I'm an action figure guy. The Hot Toys world is dramatic and very expensive. But let's go into what we got right here today. Right here, we have a Captain America from the movie Endgame. It is actually part of Dolly's collection, henceforth why I don't actually collect them. So let's break it down and see how Chris Evans looks as a hot toy. Now, Dolly purchased this as a displayed item, which technically means used, but again, people don't buy hot toys and play with them. They literally display them in a pose, in a surrounding, whatever they build for them, and that's where they leave them, just like a statue, except they're opposable and articulated. Now, my only thing about this is, and I made it very clear to Dolly, is that I only really care about this if the likeness of Chris Evans is going to be cool. If it doesn't look like Chris Evans, it ain't for me. Off the bat, they give you both shields, one broken, one full. I love that. And it's really, really cool of them. You know, again, with Hot Toys, they go over and beyond for their fans. That's why they're so expensive. There's no reason to give us 2 shields, but they did, and I think that's really cool. So here you guys have it. It is the Chris Evans Captain America, and it is clean. Now, again, guys, I understand that when you're building figures, action figures, whatever it is, you're never going to really get the right resemblance of them. And we really haven't started playing with this thing yet and kind of articulating it. But the body alone is a little bit funky. Maybe I'm off. I don't know. But he missed leg day, man. He missed leg day. Now, any Hot Toy that you see, they are very, very, very detailed. And number one thing is, if the character wears a suit, the suit is going to be a cloth. It's not going to be plastic. It's not a resin. It's literally a cloth. And why that's so awesome is it makes the articulation work so well. And what I really like about it is it stretches the suit out accordingly as per the pose that you give it. Now, this particular suit is a little bit tighter. It doesn't have that much movement in it, but the articulation is still there. And something it just happened that was actually really awesome. And I want to show you guys it. So Captain America doesn't wear full boots in the movies. These are actually like shin guards, right? But watch what happens when I turn the leg up. And let's see if I can make it happen and show you guys. Yeah, I can do it like this. You see that? So the shin guard actually lifts up the way it should if it was an actual person. So that's really cool. It's got the boot strap on the bottom. I really, really, really like that. I think that they made him a little bit tighter than it should be. But there is one real reason. Obviously, the face on this is really, really, really well done. But the real reason we're doing it let me show you why. So like I was telling you guys, they come out with a bunch of different change outs whenever you buy a Hot Toy. Now, for instance, in this case, we're just going to rip his head right off. Okay. So this piece is actually so brand new that when I pulled the head off, this was still on the bottom. Now, let me show you guys why this is so freaking awesome. This is the Captain America with the mask on. Now, it only has one facial expression, but check this out. You literally just pull off the face like this, and then you can swap out with another one. So I'm not going to mess around with it too much, but look, you simply just, it's he looks crazy. You literally just pop off the face and boom, you can add another one. So that's a really cool feature that they do. They did it with the Optimus Prime one I did from another studio. It wasn't a Hot Toy. Sorry, Hot Toys. But very, 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 very cool feature to add to your toy. So the real thing that I wanted to see is what the resemblance of the Hot Toy would be as actually Chris Evans. And they kicked serious ass with this. I mean, guys, you are not going to find a representation of Chris Evans in an action figure any better than that. I mean, the portrait alone is just insane. They killed this. Now, the downside of this particular portrait is that you can't change the facial expression. So They do allow you to have a separate helmet that you can put on top of this, which is cool. But again, at that point, you might as well just leave the initial head with the same exact expression. Kind of a downfall. They did that, not the end of the world. But again, it'd be nice that if I can change this out, or maybe, I guess realistically, it's okay that it has no battle damage because it's really not that scene yet. But how freaking cool. I mean, come on, that is awesome. So actually, Dolly just made a good point. This helmet is actually for him to hold. It's not necessarily for him to wear, which I would be pretty hard-pressed to believe that it doesn't fit, but it probably doesn't. I do like a lot of the other change-outs that come with this. So alongside the two facial expressions, the other head, we've got a boatload of hand change-outs right here. Now, I don't want anything to fall, but you can see right there, you've got 5 other hand change-outs. Very, very cool. And obviously, you can see from there, we got Mjolnir. Mjolnir. Thor's hammer. This, man, if you were not at the theater opening night to hear that crowd, when this thing lifts up off the ground, let me tell you, Dolly, you were screaming. I was screaming. I don't even like Captain America. I was going berserk. This was the coolest part of it. I love that they have it with this. You could literally just put it right in his hand ever so slightly. And there you go. He's holding it ready to just whatever. You know what I'm doing. So because it's not mine, I'm not going to take it out and pose it and put it on a stand, because honestly, I'll probably break it like I did a couple of the other ones. But this is for every Captain America fan, and I know Dolly is a huge one. You've seen Dolly buy some really cool pieces, especially that Alex Ross painting he got at Comic-Con. But this is a very cool piece they added to the collection. He actually got it for a much better deal. The weird part about it is, this is actually the messed up part about this figure. I don't know if you realize this. So for Christmas, the year that Dolly got this, I bought him a box of WWE figures, like 15, 20 figures. And then he took some of his own and he traded them all in to get this. Dolly, this is verbatim what he did. It's like, I don't want to buy Dolly Christmas gifts anymore because he's going to sell them in the future, knowing that he does that. So now I'll just take him out to dinner or something like that. Right, Dolly?
No, that's the only time I ever did that. and you came with me.
And I was literally there watching him sell the figures I gave him.
It was a trade, yeah.
But it was a trade that he got, and he did a really good trade at that. I don't think he paid the full price for it. This is a phenomenal piece for all you Captain America guys out there, or girls. Guys or girls, no offense. But anyway, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment below. Tell us what you think about this hot toy. Do you think it's worth it? Do you think it'll articulate a little bit better? Because that's what I think. Do you think all the change-outs are cool? I think they're pretty cool. But most importantly, we got the hammer. Anyway, guys, we'll see you in the next one. It's your boy, DL Castell. Dolly's here, and this is Castell Collects.